wall caterpillar is essentially legs of the wall, and it is the starting point for all of the wall sequences. So the easiest way to get into legs of the wall or wall caterpillar, you can bring one hip as close to the wall as you can first, so you're right up against the wall, and slowly rotating onto the back from there. Extend the legs all the way up the wall, and you can keep a little bit of a bend into the knees, especially if the hamstrings are super tight. This isn't a very active pose, it should be very relaxed, and again, placing the hands wherever they feel comfortable. A lot of people will have their low back bother them here, so placing a blanket underneath the hips is a nice way to alleviate that. Also helps with a little bit of tension along the back side of the legs. If you don't quite have a blanket or you need a lot of support, feel free to use a skinny bolster. For some people, this is not going to provide any sensation at all, and that's okay. It's relatively restorative for the most part. But it is a nice inversion, so to get the feet up over the heart and to kind of change the blood flow and the blood pressure here. It is a nice resting point, a way to calm down, especially if you are noticing that your students are a little bit more hyperactive than usual. It kind of slows down the heart rate and allows the body to come into that relaxation mode. So this posture can be held for longer. This is very relaxing for a lot of people. You can also add a weight on top of the feet if you're going to hold it for a little bit longer. Sometimes it can be a bolster, or it can be a sandbag if you happen to have one. You can use the tiny bolster just because it's a little bit easier for me to maneuver. A little bit heavier weight if you can, and again, just a nice kind of stopping point here, and it kind of plugs the femur bones back into the hip sockets.